The Joe and Kim Show, live each and every Sunday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time, only on the mighty 147 WVOL.
Right, Nashville, we are back in effect, y'all. Now, y'all, we gonna talk about our special guest.
Oh, man.
The IMGA Media Group. And I told y'all I was gonna give y'all a little hint of, well, I'll just tell you what they done. If you look at YouTube, you will see that beautiful cartoon of Kim and I, that animated cartoon of Kim and I, that they showed before the show, before the video, and then all of the, what you call them?
So you still focused on your
I'm tired,
computer,
girl. I'm
yeah.
tired. I'm still out of town. All of the writing. What is it called?
All of the posts.
No, but when they go up and down the screen. Graphics. No, that ain't the graphics. It's another word for that. Ain't nobody got the right word. Anyway, they know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All of the words. All of the words that go up and down the screen. We just look elementary. Elementary Watson.
Joe, let's just say the whole production.
Yeah, thank you. Well, let's
Yeah.
do it, the production, and let's
Yeah.
just go with that. The whole production scene is done by the IMGA Media.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome.
Credits, that's what I wanted to say, credits. I knew I wasn't crazy. There's another word, because I figured it out. I ain't got no credit. That's why I could say credit. Yes, the IMGA Media Group has done all of this work, you all, and the work has been superb, excellent, off the chain. Every time we've looked at one of the shows, they have been amazing that they do, and they take their time, and they really work it. So you all, we're going to introduce the man. I call him the man. The man. Y'all, Mr. Marquis.
The Grand Marquis.
They call him Grand Marquis.
Grand Marquis.
Grand Marquis.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on the Joe and Kim Show.
Look at it. Grand Marquis is here. Look how clean he is. Boy, he's cleaner than a bill of health.
Man, what we gonna do?
I don't know, but you and I, whatever it is, you and I didn't come correct. That they apparently.
Right.
Marquis, what is going on with you, Doc?
Y'all doing, man?
Man, we are blessed. You said work in business.
Yeah,
work in business.
Okay.
That's what he does, Joe.
Well, you know what? You do this on a full-time basis, correct?
Yeah, on a full-time basis, man. It's I deal with a lot. Actually, for those who don't know, I am actually one of the executive producers of the IMGA Media Group. Our IMGA Media Group firm consists of developmental programs such as media network, broadcasting, physical technology, and much, much more. It's a lot of stuff that we deal with. We were actually founded in the beginning year quarter of January 2013.
Oh, wow.
So, we just kind of still, on the rise and doing great things. So I've been behind the scenes for a while. So now I think it's time to kind of, inform people on some very cool things that we do and what our business consists of.
All right. Well, what are your offerings and your services that you provide?
Well, we render services such as marketing, advertisement for new business starters and current business owners. We also render graphic arts and designs for products, static commercials for local television and social media with voiceover artists included. So those are some of the things that we offer as a business, and some of the things that we cater to. So.
Nice.
Now, Marquis, now, before you got into this, what did you do prior to this?
Well, actually, I started off as a audio producer / writer, music writer.
Okay.
Actually, as an audio producer, I was just a basic guy that got into production and produced music for like local artists, hip hop artists, R&B singers, groups, different type of groups, various groups. And actually that went from producing to a whole nother level of the game. So I got involved in radio broadcasting as well. Y'all excuse me, it kind of feels weird right now being on the other end of the mic. So, but yeah, I got into radio broadcasting around about 2010.
Okay.
And did behind the scenes work again, audio production work at the time for a person that had a very controversial radio show. It was actually here at WVOL.
Nice.
So, a lot of people
Alright.
didn't know that I was behind the curtains doing that sort of work. And so, I just, stayed committed, stayed focused to what I was doing, and now I'm in this seat.
This is when you was working with T.J. Graham, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
For those listeners that know Mr. T.J. Graham before he passed away, Marquis was one of the great production workers behind the scenes, along with Mr. Rod Heidelberg and
Yes.
Mr. Rod
The
Heidelberg,
greatest producer
Senior.
ever.
that's right.
So they work well, together with T.J. Graham. Now, it sounds like this has always been a passion of yours. I mean, to me, because you've always been in it. It sounds like.
Yeah. Well, it all works together. Before I got into radio broadcasting, I realized what I started out with coexists with radio broadcasting. So like I said, one thing led to another. I did at one point intern and work for a local television station here, WLLC.
Oh, really?
That was a television station that I was there briefly doing some work for. I did a lot of static commercials and productions for a lot of their clients. And so it all works together. It all ended up working together by the grace.
That's awesome, man.
It is.
As well, most of us was flipping burgers. You was out in the radio.
Oh no, it ain't.
I was over there flipping that McDonald's.
But Joe got fired because he was trying to flip him with his toes.
Oh man.
Can't do it. I said my toes worked on ceilings and things. It wasn't a spatula, Kim. They didn't work with hot grease.
I mean, steel is steel.
Now, I already said before, I'm gonna have you come see me about the drywall, about that drywall. So yeah.
I ain't gonna lay that one down. I'm gonna
No.
put myself in the hole on that
Yeah,
one.
you kind of did, Joe.
Yep, you did. That's all right. I don't mind.
So, I understand that you do some things that involve Black empowerment, do for yourself, economics. So tell us a little bit about what's going on with that, what all you do. I mean, you're just a man of many talents.
Yeah, I think that Black empowerment is very important. I think as a people, economics within the ethnic group of our race and people or whatnot, I think that we should do a better job as far as do for self, starting your own business.
Okay.
There are some powerful, it's a lot of information out there that's just sitting there to be heard or read about. Statistically, our ethnic group as a Black people globally roughly spends like 1.2 trillion annually, but a very large portion of that is not spent amongst ourselves. So that's kind of like a problem, when it comes to our group of people.
Our population of people spend 1.2 trillion.
Yeah, we're like some of the most the biggest consumers in the whole entire planet.
Yeah, I've heard that on many occasions.
And it's and you don't have to take it from me or whatnot. You can go and do the research because the research is there. If you need a source to gather some research about the standards of demographics of Black people or whatnot, you can simply go to blackdemographics.com.
Now, what are we spending some of this on?
Well, just simply spending it with other people, other groups. We go shopping and stuff like that, and most of the places we spend with is owned by other people. Instead of spending,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so we have to really. It takes us to bounce off each other in order to have the things that other race groups have and ethnic groups have. Black-owned businesses create like 1 million jobs, which is enough to employ 4% of the working age for the black population, and with annual revenues of 187.6 billion.
Oh, wow.
While on the other hand, white-owned businesses create 55.9 million jobs, which is enough to employ 44%, of the working age of the white population, and with annual revenues of 12.9 trillion. So it's a big gap, man, when it comes to our ethnic group of people, but
And owning our own business.
right, and on our own businesses. But I encourage our people, man, to do for self. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all got jobs and stuff like that, but just simply take the time to think about something that you love doing, or something that you have a passion for, and put it into perspective.
So, that raises a question,
Mhm.
and it's something that has been, I guess, in my son's face a lot.
Mhm.
He's a millennial, and in his last year of college, and I guess the push is for him to make sure that he finishes college, get a job, and then he can kind of work on, the possibility of a business, which, as you know, is never really a true guarantee.
Mhm.
But he wants to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So how do you encourage those millennials who are being told that, the college degree is the only way, the only path to success, college degree and a job versus business ownership?
And that's amazing. And before you speak on it, it just amazes me how we are told that's the only way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's so untrue.
Well, with that being said, I would say, as far as encouragement for that, I mean, it's still fine to get your education or whatnot,
Me
but
too. Got
Absolutely.
to.
actually, when you go to these universities and these colleges and you get that education, use it to your own advantage instead of, going out looking for a job or a position or whatnot. Use whatever you learn to your own advantage that will serve the best interests of yourself as developing, a business. Like I said, you also could go out and research here. They have like applications for new business tax licenses. Do the research on registration and trademark of a brand. The search, verification for your brand not being used by any other person or persons, or worldwide. Check. You can just check out the National Business Registry at www.sba.gov. Those are some of the things that you can look into, as far as starting your own business and doing for self. It's just pretty much applying yourself to it and owning up to it, but actually use the education to benefit your own self.
And I think that you're right. Education does have its place.
Absolutely.
And my
It
thing
does
is,
have its place, yeah.
I just want to make sure that that these millennials who are in college, that they're getting the degree that aligns with their passion. I think sometimes we focus so much on that that we forget that you'll get someone who gets a degree in computer science, but their passion really
It's totally different.
Yes,
It's totally different.
and
Yeah.
so that's a waste of time and money.
Right.
You have the piece of paper, but your goal, your passion is in a totally different.
And another thing too, I understand that a lot of kids is they're forced to be in a certain position or forced to go to school for something too. So that's another thing within itself as well. But I just say follow your passion, follow your heart, and follow your dreams on what it is you want to do.
And sometimes the traditional job is a pathway to a business. I know a
Right.
young lady that she had a degree and she had a job. She was working for a local marketing firm, or she had a marketing position.
Mhm.
And long story short, she went to Atlanta and she started here, and then she moved to Atlanta, started her own business, and now she is a humongous business mogul now. Flying in private jets, and everything, yeah. But she started out with a job. She learned her trade, at her job, and then got a business. So.
And I'll also say this too to go along with that, is that sometimes a collaboration is great.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know, sometimes it is. If you look at Frickin' Frack, they did it.
Freaking okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thelma and Louise, they done it. Bonnie and Clyde,
Sure,
they
I
did
was
it.
trying so hard. I was like, freaking fact, okay. Okay, maybe you know something I don't know.
No, I'm just joking. But sometimes a collaboration is a good thing. You know, it is, because you have so many people that have actual. I mean, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Yeah.
I mean, they came a long way together. You know, and that, you know, I'm just saying, you know, it's just one out of a million that I'm naming.
Absolutely.
But you have so many that have gotten together, and they have made it together. Now, you know, once you get to the top, you know, depending on which way y'all want to go, you know, you can flow and do your own thing. But sometimes it takes that second or third wheel for y'all to make it all happen with that momentum and that speed, and y'all get on down through there and y'all make it happen again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Y'all see what I'm talking about? Sound good.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I'm still stuck on freaking Frack, though. I don't know. I can't get past each other.
You know I'm crazy.
So you guys are also involved in film.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. At this very moment, I'm actually in the middle of shooting a film, a very, very epic film. This film illustrates to the life of a former USA Olympic gold medalist and now a world MMA professional kickboxing fighter, in which his name is Amari Boyd, in which Amari Boyd is one of the most known unknown fighters in the world, view of the United States of America, but yet a well-known undisputed champion and fighter to many other continents on the planet. So it's going to be a really nice thing, right?
Yeah.
Right, and you know, it's really to you know, encourage the youth and the young people to push forward. Again, back what we were just talking about, you know, with the dream.
There you go.
So, you know, I utilize what God gave me to give back through the stuff that I do.
And you are
So,
doing it, my brother.
you
You
know.
are really doing it.
So when will that be finished?
Actually, right now, we don't have a specific date, but we're looking at sometime in 2020
Okay.
for the film to be completed. We've been doing a lot of good things. Also, we could be going, because I think he has like maybe 1 or 2 more fights here in the U.S. and then he has the rest of his fights will be overseas. I think one is coming up in Paris.
Okay.
Overseas in Paris, and so we'll be in Miami, Florida here soon to with live close-up, you know, footage on the fight to add to the film.
Joe and I want to go.
Hey, she'll come with us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all welcome to go.
Y'all hear that Marquis say he was paying for everything. We'll be there.
Yes, 100% expense paid.
100% paid, baby.
Yes.
Thank you, Marquis. You are
Thank you
such
so
a great production guy. Lord Jesus, we love you.
But yeah.
He's like, yeah, all right. He can't even speak now. He always sees his dollar sign.
Yes, just ran his bill
We're
up.
consumers, right? We just.
Marquis, your bill just went sky high. Me and Kim gonna enjoy that. Yes, sir.
But you know, after all, man, you know, we have a lot of fun with this thing, man.
Right.
You know, like I said, you know, I just surround myself with great people.
Yeah.
Good people, and just have fun at doing this work and whatnot. And I let God take care of the rest.
Wow.
You know, so
Wow. That's awesome, man.
And you know, other than that, you know, do have a few upcoming products. You know, at this very point, this particular product is going through a prototype, so I really can't you know,
give it away. You can't disclose it and give it all away. Okay. We got
Because Joe might take it and run with it.
Right. And so, you know, I'm in the beginning stages.
Florida. That's why I'm gonna run with it.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, I'm in the beginning stages of developing a new product, and see, in business, you know, the thing that I've learned since I've gotten into this is that you got to take risks. You know, if you don't take risk or whatnot, then you never know what could happen.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I have a product that I plan on introducing to the world that's in development right now. So it's in the prototype development. As far as the upcoming events for the IMGA Media Group, surely after the film has been finished and completed or whatnot, we will have a pre-screening of the film and a major event for that. You know, for people to come out and support the film. And actually Amari himself will probably be there, you know, signing autographs and stuff like that. So we got a lot of amazing things coming up, and you know, I'm just focused and looking forward to continue to do great work.
Now you guys are constantly posting on YouTube, constantly posting stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, you can say that to a certain extent.
Yeah, you guys.
If you don't see no posts for a while, that means we working.
Yeah, but you guys have a lot of events up there now.
Something else.
That's what I'm saying. You guys have a lot of events up there now. So I just wanted the public to know you can go on YouTube to the IMGA Media Group and look at a lot of the work that they have already done, and you will see it is amazing. In fact, I think we followed you recently, not too long ago when we all went together. You were doing some work then.
Yeah, absolutely.
On your birthday, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were
Working on your birthday.
On my birthday.
So they just go to show you that man grinding, he working on his birthday. Because I told them folk, I ain't working on mine.
Well, hey, we still had fun in the process.
But you know what? I take it back, because I will be working on mine this year. I forgot. We'll be working next week, won't we?
Yeah.
Double. We got double. That's right. Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah, I mean, y'all are welcome to follow us on YouTube at the IMGA Media Group Association.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Facebook at the IMGA Media Group.
Right.
You also can follow us on Twitter at the IMGA Media Group at IMGA Radio. Sooner or later, we're going to do away with some of this social media content and whatnot, and we're developing a new website to where you can just go directly to our website and check everything out, because social media is at work right now.
Yeah.
Trying to delete a lot of great content and great production that's out there. So,
that's a bunch, and that's more than just you.
Yeah, that's more than just me.
Who are some of your other people that work with you?
Sergio Rodriguez, he's one of the writers for the film. Actually, I was getting to that as far as like shout outs and support of people that I work with. Monique Gooch, she's also an awesome being or whatnot, a writer of the film. Gary Scales, he's one of the best voiceover artists in town, man. He does a lot of voiceover work for a lot of clients and a lot of people.
Wow.
So, shouts out to Roderick Heidelberg, of course, and the WVOL staff and administration.
That's our production, man.
And I also want to send a shout out to Joe and Kim.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
So, like I said, it's just all about, surrounding yourself with great people and keeping positive energy and positive vibes to move forward, because, we're dealing with so much in the world right now.
Yes, we are.
It's a lot of just tragic stuff that's continuing to happen in this world. So you got to kind of try to keep it positive to keep it moving forward. So.
Well, all righty then.
I guess we're going to take a little bit of a break.
Yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a break and play a
song.
song, and then we're going to come back. Marquis, we're going to come back and talk. Keep talking to you on this. Keep talking to you about it.
That was Isaiah Templeton with Everything Will Be All Right. And
Did you know that? You read that from over there?
I sure did.
I can't believe you read that from over there and you ain't got your glasses on.
Hey, I'm just saying, 50 is still fabulous.
Ooh, look
That's
at
all I
you.
gotta say.
I was gonna say I was just gonna say that was Templeton.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not. I know Isaiah Templeton. That was good. Everything will be all right. I like that song.
Yeah, I
You
do.
like
I like that song,
Yeah,
too.
It's a beautiful song.
So we're back in the studio with the Grand Marquis, and we have been talking about some incredible things that you are doing with your production company with IMGA Media Group. Y'all are doing amazing things, and we were talking about a film that you're currently producing and working with. But I think we forgot to ask you about the soundtrack, and that's the most important piece of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're in the beginning stages of developing a soundtrack for this film with particular artists. We're actually looking for artists that have talent to be on the soundtrack. I do have a few family members that are, have been in the industry or whatnot. So some good things could happen, after once this soundtrack is developed or whatnot. So that's going to be a great thing as far as for the film itself as well.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that sounds like, because nothing catapults a movie to a higher level than a really good soundtrack. You can,
Right.
yeah, you always remember the music from a movie.
Right. I don't know if anyone has heard of it's a kind of an old legendary group called Trouble Funk. They're out of Washington D.C. and actually they was back during the prime of the Beastie Boys. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and actually, I have a family member of mine that's actually one of the keyboard players of that particular group. They traveled the whole entire world in that prime or whatnot. So check them out, Trouble Funk.
Trouble Funk.
Mhm.
All right. We'll definitely check them out. So when the film is completed, I know we don't have, a date yet for the film to be launched.
Right.
But do you know where we'll be able to see it? How we'll be able to see the film?
Well, that's also in progress as well.
Okay.
Actually, the screening, once we get the premiere for the screening, you'll actually be able to see it there. We're still working out some ins and outs on other ways for people to actually view the film if they can't make it to the screening. So
Okay.
that information will be displayed once, we get to that point.
Okay.
So,
Okay, nice. Well, I see Joe over here, kind of raising his finger over here.
No.
For the soundtrack.
No, I'm cool. I mean, but I can do a cut on it or something.
I see. I knew it. I can hear
it. Man,
I heard him over here like, hold on, wait a minute now.
What kind of music we gonna do on the soundtrack again?
well, the soundtrack this is going to be kind of unique. It's
That's me.
yeah,
Unique.
yeah. It's gonna,
Yes.
it'll consist of multiple artists. It's just not one genre of music. Some really good quality music. It can go from jazz to hip hop. It could go to R&B. It could go, So it's kind of gonna be like a bowl of gumbo. Let me just put it that way.
Well, that describes Joe in a nutshell.
I mean, I can sing that song "Bowl of Gumbo" if it was. I'll write it.
So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting and whatnot.
It sounds like it's gonna be an awesome movie, and you saying 2020 is the time frame you're looking at for it to come out.
Hopefully spring of 2020.
Yeah, because movies take a while.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
They
yeah,
take
it's
a
not
while.
easy
I
at
mean,
all.
location, and then you got to get all the equipment back set up, and you got because we just had this recently. Well, we had some film artists in here recently. My partner Thomas was here not too long ago, and they were just explaining all of this. And
There's a lot of work that goes into it. You wouldn't think.
It does.
Yeah, it does, absolutely. And it takes, a team of people. You can't do it by yourself, So.
But I think it takes for a good quality product of a CD would take about the same amount of time as a film. Because you have to go back in that studio over and over and over and over, and then overdub it. And this ain't right. Let's take this out. Let's add this. Let's put this out. But when that product finally comes out, it may be 2 years.
Right.
That you have been in the studio working and grinding. But when your product comes out, it is worth every bit of the 2 years.
Absolutely, that's right.
So your film is going to be worth every bit of the time that you all have spent on it. I do believe that. And I am looking forward to going to Miami for free and seeing some of
Me too, Joe. We get to go see a fight and everything, man.
Y'all look for Kim and I in Miami on the 28th.
Miami.
On the 28th of September, we will go live if we are in the house.
Hey, and I'm just excited as you, Joe, because this will be my first time in MIA, man. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Right, yours too, right?
Rod's first time too.
yeah,
Yeah. So you see, that's why I have to come, because I've got to keep y'all all.
Oh, you've been to the MIA. You've been to the MIA.
I'm just saying.
See, she's been across the world. We catch
I actually
Kim.
have not been
We
to
catch
Miami,
Kim
but
in places.
But I know I'm going to have to do some regulating.
Look, somebody went all the way to Atlanta to see Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I sure did.
The week before their birthday.
Yep.
All the way to Atlanta. Earth, Wind, and Fire. I said, oh my God. I said, what are you doing? She told me, I'll call you later. But she does some amazing things. She's always into something good, something wonderful. So y'all, we looking forward to this.
Oh,
Marquis,
yeah.
this is awesome, bro.
So, if someone wants to get in contact with you, I think you mentioned it before, but I think it's worth mentioning again.
Okay.
And remind our listeners of the products and services that you provide.
Okay, well, contact information, if you want to contact me directly, you can email me at positivehouseproductions@gmail.com. Also, you can check us out on YouTube at the Independent Media Group Association, and also on Twitter at the IMGA Media Group at IMGA Radio. And again, we render services, marketing, advertisement for new business starters and current business owners. Not only that, just whatever type of marketing that you want to get in, or whatever it is you're trying to market. We specialize in graphic arts, commercial arts.
Yes, you do.
For products, if you got a product that you coming up with an idea for a product, then that's what we here for. Is to help you develop a visual for your product. Again, if you have a business, we do static commercials for the business. Produce commercials. Static commercials, for those who don't know, are like the commercials that you see on television from every day. Just like 60 to 30-second commercial.
Okay.
That's representing your brand or your business. And it's for social media or, for local television, if you want to run it to a local television station and have it embedded for them to actually produce it on television. So that's the kind of stuff that we do,
Just
Well, you guys will follow me to Kim's house then and record this, what I'm going to do with my feet on. I'll sit there. Y'all can help me.
That's going to be
We're going to market that.
Ooh, Joe, I don't know.
I'm going to get paid, baby.
You probably would get paid off of just the video, I think. I don't know if anyone wants you to come and do that to their ceiling, but they might pay to look at that to see it. Might be something to see. Oh, man. Well, we certainly thank you for everything that you do for the Joe and Kim show.
Yes.
We
yes,
are
do,
just
brother.
in love with your product.
You and Sergio.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of Sergio, can we get Sergio to come from behind the camera and come over and say hi to everybody?
I know he's so easy.
I mean, he's so humble
Yeah, he
and
is.
everything, and
He's
he's so
very humble.
talented.
Yes.
So, Mr. Sergio, all right, say hi to everyone.
Hello everyone, Sergio is my government name. I go by Serge. My author name is Serena Lucio. Maybe I'll make an appearance soon and I can talk more about that. That's
So
okay.
what's your role at IMGA?
Aside from doing what I'm told, I'm mostly, I have 2 bachelor's degrees in English, writing and literature, so I'm a big creator, narrative person. I work with story structure and so on, and Frederick is teaching me, Grand Marquis is teaching me.
Yeah, that's the government, Frederick.
Yeah, he's teaching me the technical part and how to work the cameras and so on, and how to edit. So.
Well, you know what? You guys work well together, and I know you both do, and we're very thankful to have you guys in our lives and within our show. This is awesome,
It really is.
because you guys are awesome, both of you. Serge, we've met you several times, and each time I meet
It's
you,
always a pleasure.
it's always a pleasure. Yes, it is. Yes, it
Thank
is.
you. That got real serious real quick.
No, I mean, man, but you're well educated too.
Yeah, I didn't know you
I
had a
didn't-
double degree.
Yeah, that's what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying. I got this double bills.
Oh, I got that too. Don't worry, I'm also a millennial Kim. So.
Yeah, no, man. It is awesome, man, to see somebody well educated doing what they know that they can do, and you do it, and you're gonna always do it the best because you're
Absolutely.
educated. So everybody get your schooling. Get your schooling. I will encourage you to do that. Like I said. But, when you comes out here to get these jobs, just remember, take that with you and understand there are other ways to get there. Just get there the right way, not the wrong way, right way.
All right. Well, speaking of schooling, I have an announcement.
Look,
Dun, dun,
did you
dun.
just get another degree?
I did. Well, not another degree,
Oh,
but
okay.
I did get a certification.
Another one?
Yeah.
This is how many certifications now? Like 8?
No. But your
Talk
girl
to me.
is now certified as a fitness trainer.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Well, honey,
Thank you.
well, let me
Right.
tell you something. You look like a fitness trainer. Did y'all see that?
Well, I
That
think
shit?
I'm gonna be my
Now,
own
wait a minute.
first
Won't be
client.
no private lessons. We'll tell you that now. Gonna be all in the gym with a bunch of people around. Won't be nothing private going on.
That's true.
I don't care nothing about the money. I'm telling you now as a brother, won't be no private lessons.
So I have one client, and
Who is it?
I'll disclose that later. I have one client, and she and I are going to work together.
Oh,
and I
okay.
think it's
I
gonna
thought you
be
were gonna
amazing.
tell she.
And I'm,
Yes.
and
She
I'm my
alright.
own first client,
You gonna
so.
tell me it was over, Ma. I'm gonna kill him.
So yeah, so check me out in about a month or two.
Now, this video
I
is
mean,
gonna be
Joe
about
just, like,
80.
cut
This
us
video
off.
gonna be about 83 minutes long, so. But Nashville, thank y'all for joining us. Facebook family, thank y'all for joining us. We're gonna let the song play underneath while we talk a moment.
But we thank you guys for tuning in every Sunday. Be sure to tune in next week, 3:00 p.m. The Joe and Kim Show on the Mighty 147. And we love you guys. And Grand Marquis, thank you so much.
Give me
Thank you again for having me.
Yes, and Sergio,
The
yes.
IGMA Media Group.
We enjoyed you guys.
All right.
Hey, and thank you guys again for all you do for the Joe and Kim Show.
No problem. Y'all stay tuned for more to come of content from the Joe and Kim Show.
All right,
New
y'all.
content coming soon.
All right, y'all. With Nashville, listen here. We love you. We thank you. We'll see you guys next week at the 3 o'clock hour. We are so off today and on now.
Y'all have a great week.
Y'all have a great week. Love you, Nashville.
Love you.